2021 World Senior Games. They're called the Huntsman. It's in St. George, Utah. An absolutely gorgeous facility, and somewhere close to 11,000 competitors. It's an amazing event. At the Huntsman's World Games, we're at the track and field.
Celebration where Kaleva speared of We're here with Frank at the Huntsman 2021 World Masters events, and we're at track and field, and Frank has a very interesting story about his health and fitness and his philosophy on prescription drugs and all that kind of stuff, and how he's maintained this incredible level of health and fitness all his life. And Frank, if you wouldn't mind, tell us your age.
Yes, a week ago I turned 81.
81 a week ago. I love it. And Frank, you tell us a little bit about your history of just your activities and how it's manifested itself in your health, your fitness, your quality of life.
Well, ever since high school, I was always in sports. Track, football, swimming. I used to do 4 sports in high school. And I always had the energy and the strength to do that stuff. Most kids couldn't do that. Either they play football, that was it, or track, and that's it. So then I went to college, and I went to San Jose State with Coach Winters, and I went there. But because of the Vietnam War, I was being drafted, and I had to drop out so I could speed my diploma.
Oh, you know what? I need you to hold this because that's what gets us the good sound. Let me start. Sorry, I thought I could. All right, we're gonna. You just hold it anyway. You don't have to put it on.
So do I start all over again?
Let me just introduce you again. We wanted to make sure we had the mic. We're here with Frank. We're at the Huntsman Master Events, World Masters Events. We're at the track and field location. And Frank has an interesting story about his own ability to maintain health and fitness, eliminate any kind of prescription drugs, and just his health and fitness through activity. So you just go ahead and tell us how that's all taken.
Well, when I was born, they said to my grandmother, this little baby's going to die, because I couldn't keep anything down. So they tried all kinds of remedies, and finally this one doctor served me black coffee in my milk bottle, and that was great. So as the days went by, they added a little bit of sugar and a little bit of milk so that I could sustain some type of vitamins, some energy, and it worked for a long time.
Attention runners, first call for the women's 400 meter dash. First call for the women's 400.
But I didn't eat until solid foods until I was maybe 6 years old. So the thing about that is that I never got sick. So if you don't get sick, why take pills?
Right.
And the only thing I've always done, I always was in sports. In high school, I used to do 4 sports a year: football, wrestling, swimming, and track. I was always just running or doing something.
Yeah.
And the other thing that I would do is drink a lot of water. Always drink a lot of water. So then I went to San Jose State. I ran for Coach Winters, and I was doing really good in the 400, but the war in Vietnam cut that short because it was very hard to do track and try to graduate. I tried to graduate a little earlier before I went into the Army. So when I graduated, of course, I ended up at Fort Ord, but I didn't go to Vietnam. I was a drill sergeant, and from that point on, I came back to the States, and not the States. I was in the States. I'm thinking I was in Vietnam. I wasn't, and I got my first job, and it was pretty hard to do any type of exercises outside the house. I did it inside, or I would go to a gym. But I always maintained I only ate 2 meals a day: oatmeal in the morning, and at dinner either chicken or fish, and nothing on the chicken. It was plain with a lot of vegetables, and of course I ate a lot of fruit, and I ate bananas, and I know that's not a fruit, it's a herb, but I ate and carrots. God, I love carrots. I couldn't eat apples; it made me sick. I know that's strange, but if you cooked them, I could eat them. So during my tour of working for 28 years, I decided to start running again, and of course it wasn't easy. I was about 64 years old, and I got a coach to help me with my training. And since I was 64, and now I'm 81, I'm still running, and I travel all over the United States, and even in different countries like Italy, and Italy and Spain and Canada and stuff like that.
Wow, that's fantastic.
So here I am today being interviewed, and I just ran 3 races: the 50, the 100, and the 200. Now I'm getting ready to run the 400. No, I'm not going to get a gold medal. I just do that just for a cool down and for just a warm up.
Yeah, that's fantastic. Well, what would you say to that person, Frank, that says, he can do it, but I just can't get out there and do anything. I don't feel like it, or whatever.
I hear that all the time.
Yeah.
You just have to come out here and do your best. And it's sometimes it is you need some kind of a mentor or a coach to help you get there. And what I did, I enrolled as a student at San Jose City College in the athletic track team. No, I couldn't beat anybody, obviously, but that's where I started getting my first training.
Okay.
Enrolling in some city college.
What age were you at that time?
At 64.
Wow, isn't that something? So you started with your kind of in-depth training at age 64.
And the thing is, getting back to, I was drinking coffee out of a milk bottle. Today, I don't take any physicals at all, except for the time I went in the Army, and I don't take pills of any kind, not even aspirins, and I just don't get sick, period. I don't know what it is when somebody tells me you got a headache. I have no idea. Oh, yes, I do get tired, and, well, I take it easy. I go swimming or go in the spa or just walk around the block.
Do you work out every day?
I work 3 times a week.
Okay.
Monday, Wednesdays, and Fridays. I don't hit it as hard on a Monday, but on Wednesday and Fridays, I hit it a little hard, about 80%.
Yeah.
Otherwise, I'm too old. I'm going to get injured, hamstring, pull muscle, or whatever you want to call it.
Right. Yes, that's great. Frank, is there any belief system, anything that helps drive you, that motivates you in this crazy world we live in?
You're right about it. And this world is getting worse.
It is.
And, you got to still be good to people, help people. And I volunteer at the high school, at Abraham Lincoln High School, and I try to give them some type of knowledge that I have so that they can carry it on.
Yeah.
That it's really not that bleak. If we can all kind of live together, which nobody's doing,
Right.
So I'm always trying to help somebody. I've helped other people, but I just don't have the I'm training year round, and I just can't, train somebody for 45 minutes a day or something like that.
Right.
I just can't do that.
But do you have partners or other people you train with?
No, it's very far and few in between to find somebody that you can train with. And I train hard, and I can't expect somebody coming out of the woodworks to do the same thing.
Right.
So, like when I'm running a 160, I do it in 26 seconds or 27 seconds, and most people can't do that, even at maybe at 70 years old.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard for them to do that. It's going to, I tell people, if you're going to start, and I warn people, do not come out of here with the intentions of running your first race the following week. It'll take you a year to 2 years to acclimate your body that, hey, you're going to be an athlete. And you're going to be running or playing football or basketball.
So you got to make that commitment and put in the.
Yeah, to me that commitment is nothing. Yeah. To other people, it's a real struggle. I can't get out today or that. I understand that. I'm not trying to say I don't have a life. Yes, I'm married. I got 3 kids and 3 grandkids, and I always make time for whatever I can. And even my coaching, I still find time. It just doesn't take that much effort.
Yeah.
It's just commitments.
Yeah. Well, Frank, you're an encouragement to others that need to find something to get involved with so that they can get that health back, get that blood pumping through some kind of activity, and like you say, take in a bunch of water to kind of flush your system and get a better lifestyle.
I couldn't say it any better. You'd be surprised. What, you know, you want to take a purgative? Try water. It's the same thing. You know, same thing. It washes everything away.
Yeah. Well, that's good. We appreciate your time, Frank.
Well, thank you for this.
We pray that others will find encouragement and get out and get involved in something.
Yes.
That's what we want. Thank you.
We want to thank you for watching RedefiningAging.us. I'm John Disterdick, your host. And our goal for the series is pretty simple. We just want to enhance the quality of people's lives. So if you know of an event that you think would be one for good for us to cover, please fill out the form on our website, and not only the event and what it is, where it is, when it is, and if there's a person you know that you think would be a good person for us to do a testimony on in some event, please let us know. And if you want a fuller description of my testimony, you can either go to johndisterdick.com and look under ministry, or you can go here at redefiningaging.us. We appreciate your viewership. God bless, and hope to see you on more shows.